Yeah. Come on, y'all. Urban Therapy with Son. Yeah, we coming on a couple of hours later, but the later is gonna make it greater. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Son, y'all. Yeah, I do my dirt, but I take care of home too. What you know now. Yeah, what you know now. And it's going down. You think it ain't, it's going down. Word up. We're gonna do this damn thing, y'all. It's Son 7-5 and I do my thing. You know how we make the thing swing. Yeah. And we in here. It all begins here. Yeah, it's gonna be y'all right. And then you know it's gonna be y'all right. Thank you, Won't. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So let's get this thing popping. It's the daily, go get a mitzvah. Yeah. So click on the link, baby. Share the show. Y'all know what it is. It's the Urban Therapy with Son show. Y'all know we do this on Sundays. And it's going down because today we got a hot topic for y'all this morning. Actually, it's this afternoon, right? But it's all right. And it's going down right now. Going down right now. You can't stop this thing. Train is on the track, baby. And you know what's going to be y'all right. Thank you, Won't. It's going to be y'all right. And you know what's going to be y'all right. Do your thing. Word. So as we proceed to give you what you need. Yes, y'all. So let's rock, y'all. This morning, this afternoon, we talking about I do my dirt, but I still take care of home too. I do my dirt, but I still take care of home too. What y'all know about this? Have you ever seen a sight in your life? You gonna get this thing? Do it just right. Yeah. And it's the daily. Nope. It's the Urban Therapy with Son show. Don't get it twisted. It's the Urban Therapy with Son show, y'all. And it don't stop and it don't quit. Yeah, I do my dirt on the streets. Not necessarily on the streets. You could do it anywhere. It can happen anywhere. But it just so happens that we talking about it like this. It just so happens that we put it down like this. What do y'all know? And you know how it go. And you know that, yo. So make sure y'all share the show because this thing is about to be on fire. It's about to be all that. You know, because there can be a lot of confusion about what doing dirt is and what taking care of home is. You know, we could debate about that all day, but I'd rather not. But you know, when somebody takes care of home, it's not a hard thing to tell. Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bang, she about to turn it out. So boy Wilkins is in the house. Bang, yeah, she about to turn it out. What's going on, so boy? How you feeling, Emily? It's boy Building Destroy. And Emily Dunlap is all up in the house. How you feeling now? Let's go down. All right. Urban Therapy with Son 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Son show. We do this every Sunday morning, normally from 10 o'clock till around 11:30-ish. But this time we're doing it from 12 noon until around 1:30-ish. And the reason that we say 1:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. I'm your host, Son 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's the Urban Therapy with Son show. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth. We bust it up with each other. We try to take an introspective look into our own behavior to see how we project that into the rest of the world, in this universe, this thing we call life. We try to see how we gonna fit in, get in where we fit in. So we play on the monkey bars and swings and push each other up the sliding board, you know, playing in the sandbox. You know, we just do the damn thing. We try to, you know, get along with each other, try to make it happen with each other. We don't always have to agree. As a matter of fact, a lot of times we disagree, but we always make a way to keep it tight, keep it together. So act like you know. So So check it out, y'all. This afternoon on the Urban Therapy with Son show, we talking about I do my dirt, but I take care of home. Now, when you say you do your dirt, we may not always agree on exactly what doing dirt is. But then again, on most of the things where you consider yourself to be doing dirt, there may not be a whole lot of disagreement. But this is a concept that may describe a lot of our fathers, to be honest with you. Sometimes a man doesn't always have the best intentions. It would be nice. It would be a lovely thing if every man always had the best intentions. Y'all know how it go. You know how it go. But it's not always like that. It's not always like that. Sometimes it might be your dad or your uncle or just a man that you happen to respect. And they ain't always out to do the right thing. Sometimes they just out to do their thing. But it doesn't mean that they don't make sure that things are taken care of at the crib. It doesn't mean that they're not taking care of things at the crib. And when we say taking care of home, what does taking care of home mean? Is it relegated and restricted to just making sure that the bills are paid? Is it relegated and restricted to just making sure that the bills are paid? Because if you're just making sure that the bills are paid, I'm not sure if you're taking care of home. To me, taking care of home means that you're doing everything at home to make sure that the questions of not taking care of home are taken care of. In other words, maybe not only are you taking care of the bills, responsibilities as far as things that money are concerned, are taken care of. Maybe you're also making sure that educational responsibilities are taken care of. In other words, if your kids are going to school, particularly if they're going to private school, first of all, shout out to anybody out there that's able and has the wherewithal and the foresight to see the value of sending your child to a private school. A lot of people don't even understand what the value of sending your child to a private school is. They think it's just something that people that have money do. They don't understand about the individual attention that's given to students who are in a smaller classroom size. But we at the same time, we know that charter schools offer that. And that's why many parents want their children to go to a charter school that has the facilities to be able to give your child not only a decent scholastic or academic education, but also make them well-rounded in sports and in trades and in anything else that will help them to be able to propel themselves at a high level through life. So taking care of home would mean that you're making sure that your children's education is taken care of. That it should also mean, in my opinion, that you're making sure that there's love and affection and a functionality going on at home that is enviable to other people where there is a lot of dysfunctionality. Now, you may ask, well, how can you be doing dirt and still take care of these things? Well, I would have to ask some of y'all dads how y'all did it. I could ask mine, and I kind of have, but some of the questions already answered themselves. So, but hey, I know that if you can think of one example, you can think of another. It may not have been your dad. You may have grown up in a household where there wasn't any father. Many of us grew up in households where there was no dad. You know? So that may be a concept that's foreign to you. Like, yo, you just making excuses. There is no situation where a man can be doing dirt and still take care of home. Not the way that home is supposed to be taken care of. You might feel that way, and you may be totally justified in feeling the way that you feel. I'm not here to correct the way that you think or the way that you feel about your upbringing or the way that your household should be structured. That's not what I'm here to do. However, we can offer possibilities, or we can, we can take an exploration into some things. We can take a little. We can take a little look at something, little something. You think we can when we can? Can you do your dirt and still be a good man? Now, one thing I should do before we really get deep into this thing is I should specify that this should not just be a man thing, because men are not the only ones who do dirt. However, it would probably be hard to argue that many of our men are responsible for a lot of dirt. They got a lot of dirt going on. Got a lot of dirt. They get a little filthy. There are times when they get a little filthy. They get a little dirt, a lot of dirt splashed on them. And sometimes it ain't pretty. What's going on? Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? And T. Carey Wright is all up in the house. What's going on, T. Carey Wright? Thanks for coming through. And Carol Table, let me favorita. What's good on? What's good? Glad to see ya. So I wanted to make sure that we set the stage right so y'all understand where we going with this thing, because it can get deep. But it's not just a man thing. You may have grown up with a mother that had to do what she had to do. Wink, wink. But she took care of home. Maybe the way that you put it, when you were growing up was maybe your mom didn't do dirt, but maybe she did what she had to do, X. And the X stands for extreme. So, but she made sure that the home was taken care of. And in other words, she made sure that everybody was provided for in the home. Now, you can call her activities whatever you wanted to. You know, you may have described her activities as whatever adjective you could come up with. Maybe you didn't come up with the adjectives. Maybe somebody else who didn't understand or respect the things that she had to do came up with the adjectives to describe her taking care of home. Now, when you talk about a man taking care of home, normally you assume that there's a woman at home that he's taking care of, along with any of the other responsibilities. So there's normally a woman and children, along with a car note, house note, a revolving accounts, credit cards, whatever. Making sure things are taken care of, vacation times, school trips, money for shopping, food up in that thing. Heat is turned on. You know what I mean? You know, even if somebody has been assigned a thermostat monitor. Any of y'all ever have a house where there was a thermostat monitor in the house? Somebody was assigned to make sure that the thermostat never got above 75. Like, yo, like your dad or your mom came to you like, listen, I'm leaving it up to you to make sure that this thermostat don't never get above 75 degrees. For some of y'all, it might have been 70 degrees, like 70 degrees. Shit, that's short sleeve weather. So make sure it don't get above 70 degrees up in here. 70 degrees the whole year, summertime included. Wait a minute, 70 degrees is a little too cool for the summertime. It's a little too cool for the house in the summertime. That means you have the air conditioner up a little too high. Nah, you don't need to be 70 degrees in the summertime. You don't need to be 70 degrees in the summertime. You rock out with this 78, somewhere between 75 to 80 degrees. 80 is cheaper. Let's concentrate on 80. 80 ain't too hot. 80 ain't too hot. When you go swimming outside or you go to the beach, 80 ain't very hot. That's medium hot. That's medium summer. That's good spring. So, you know, you're making sure that things that business matters that are going on in the home are taken care of on the financial side, but you also have to make sure that things are taken care of on the psychological side, on the emotional side. You have to make sure that everybody feels safe and they feel comfortable. So you may ask, well, how can you be out there with your head in the streets? Like, can a drug dealer, can a dope boy be a good family man? Can a dope boy be a good family man? Can a dope boy be a good family man? Can a dope boy be a good family man? If he sells enough weight, he probably can. But there's still a lot of dirty. Hold up. There's still a lot of danger out there, my man. You got to make sure that it's not more than you can stand, because ain't nobody trying to see you when the cops call, and you know what this call is about, y'all. Can a dope boy, can a street pharmacist be a good father? Can he be a good husband? Can he be a family man? Can a dope boy take care of home? This is more than the way that dope dealers were, than drug boys were back in the 80s. This is more than making sure that there are big screen TVs in the house. This is bigger than making sure that Christmas is almost every day. This is bigger than making sure that we got a brand new microwave. This is bigger than making sure we got bombers and sheepskins. This is bigger than making sure that we got Newton. This is bigger than them making sure we got cars. This is making sure that we roll out like stars. This is bigger than all of that. This is bigger than all of that. Emily Dunlap says, isn't that what the cheaters are doing? Doing dirt, yet still taking care of home. Some of them not taking care of home. But I'm glad you brought up the whole thing about being a cheater, because a lot of people think that you can't, there's no way that you can be a cheater and still be a good husband. And maybe they're right. And maybe they're not so right. Maybe they're right. And maybe they're not so right. Maybe they're right. Maybe they're not so right. Maybe you've seen some different shit tonight. Carol Chamberlain says, I've seen locks on the thermostat. LOL. That shit is real. Ain't nobody, listen, man, when you get that $500 gas bill, you ain't trying to, you ain't feeling that. You ain't feeling it. T. Carey Wright says, my parents were very young parents, but my daddy always made sure that I understood how important my existence is and how important it was that I knew how much he loved me. I hear that. She says, my mother always made sure that she sent my parents money, that I took education seriously, and always made sure that I knew that she loved me. But was she doing dirt? Because that's what we're talking about today. I do my dirt, but I take care of home. Now, see, everybody's home doesn't need to be taken care of the same way. We may all have some similar physical things that are going on in the home, but everybody's values of home life is not the same. It's not the same. And sometimes when you find out how some people value their home life, or the way that they like for their home to be structured, it could blow your mind, baby. It can make you scratch your head like, what kind of home is that? Yeah, that's a house, but that ain't home. That ain't a home. Well, that's your opinion. That's that's your opinion. So what do we do about that? So we have a lot of things. We have a variety of things that we need to cover today. We have a variety of things that we need to cover here on the Urban Therapy with Son show. Thanks for putting that number up there. Let me put it up there again. Call in number is 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. Yeah. 319-527-6199. Wait. I said a 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes. I said a 319-527-6199. Yo, get online. I said a 319-527-6199. Yo, get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199. You can speak live on the air. No holds barred. Y'all know how it go. No censorship whatsoever. Say it how you mean to say it with your passion. Bring your passion in your fashion. Bring your passion in any Bring your passion in any kind of fashion. I said, bring your fashion. No, bring your passion in any kind of fashion. I said, bring your passion in any kind of passion. Bring your passion in any kind of fashion. Yo, bring. I said, bring your passion in any kind of fashion. I said, bring your passion in any kind of fashion. Bring your passion in any kind of fashion. It's going to be y'all right. Yo, this shit is long lasting. Yeah. Emily Delef says, they know not to touch my sister's thermostat. I hear that. Carrie Wright says, and she's watching this. They were young and on whatever life's journey that was destined. Doing dirt doesn't always mean that all of your intentions are off, man or woman. Yeah, well, doing dirt is very relative. I'm glad you said that, Carrie, because doing dirt is very, very relative. It's very relative. It's very subjective. It's very, very subjective. So, you know, if you come from a religious family where you know, they toe the line of the Bible Belt, where they are Bible Belt strict, all the girls are supposed to wear skirts and make sure that nobody gets hurt and all the girls are supposed to wear skirts and nobody move, nobody get pregnant. All the girls are supposed to wear skirts and nobody move, nobody get pregnant. All the girls are supposed to wear skirts and nobody move, nobody get pregnant. So if you come from a household like that, almost anything that you do is going to be doing dirt. Because think about it. We probably grew up with families that we knew where you wasn't even allowed to dance. Remember, I grew up with friends that were holiness Pentecostal, and they were so strict. None of them followed the rules, but they went to church and they preached that shit. Do you underdig what I'm talking about? None of them followed the rules. None of them that I knew followed the rules. You know, everybody pregnant out of wedlock, all the women pregnant out of wedlock. Nobody married. But they would talk that church shit. No, dancing is a sin. But they was dancing, shaking their ass all the time. And you ain't supposed to drink. But they was drinking and drugging and they was doing a lot of thugging there. You ain't supposed. Hey, it was what it was. It's a lot easier to preach it than it is to actually show it or to live it. So if you witnessed a family like that, almost any, you know, it's funny. We talk about, back in the day, you know what I mean? How women were supposed to wear skirts all the time. And you know, that was easy access. But, you know, all right, I'm going to take my naturally nasty thoughts out of it for a minute. Out of here, son. You sit your ass over to your nasty ass thoughts. We're going to just toe the line straight and narrow. All right. So they were supposed to wear skirts all the time and they weren't supposed to dance or listen to secular music. But now they took the dancing and the secular music and now you got praise dancing. And I was born on August 12th, 1970. I ain't never in the whole 70s seen a praise dance. All the times I was dragged to church. My mama didn't make us go to church. But all my mama's friends, when they watched us, they made us go to church. I guess they was going to make sure we wasn't little heathen children. But anyway, now they praise dancing. I'm like, yo, this praise dancing look an awful lot like modern dance and jazz. Matter of fact, do I see taps on what's that out here? But they praise dancing. They're praise dancing. I'm like, well, when did they come up with praise dancing? Oh, let's Google that shit. When did they come up with praise dancing? Never heard of praise dancing before. Hold on. When was praise dancing invented? Praise dance in Pentecostal churches. I'll be goddamn. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on. They got some interesting shit up in here. Praise dance in Pentecostal churches. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? While I was trying to watch WAT, trying to unscramble the squiggly ass screen to see some soft porn movies on WHT. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember WHT? Before we had cable, they had WHT and they had HBO, and that's all they had. We didn't have cable yet. Cable hadn't come to Philly yet. So we had this cable channel called WHT, and they had these nasty movies that came on a late night. But if you didn't have WHT, you could actually turn to the channel where WHT was, but it was scrambled. But you could still see a little, yeah, me. So while I'm watching WH, hold on. While teenage, it says in this article, March 4th, 2007. While teenage ballerinas and midriff bearing hip hoppers cluster in the halls of the new dance group building on West 38th Street in Midtown Manhattan inside a studio, a very different type of dance class is starting. 25 women are bowed on their knees in a circle, eyes closed and foreheads resting on the floor. We thank you, God, that you created the dance and you made it pure. Father, we want to dance your words through our limbs. Wendy Heegie's voice raises as she leads the circle in prayer. She is the founder of Raise Him Up Praise Dance School and Ministry, and she is about to start her Saturday class. Hold on. Now, when did this shit come through? Because I saw something on the intro that said that it was introduced in 1982. That's why I said while I was trying to unscramble, WHT to unscramble the signal on WHT so I could see some porno doing it. I wanted to see some porno doing it. You mean to tell me that's when they snuck in praise dancing? That's when they started to praise dance? Well, I can't find enough information to hold on. Okay. It says the problem with praise dancing. Oh, what's this article? A couple of weeks I did a column where I questioned the origins of praise dancing. Growing up in the 60s and 70s, I never heard of it. But when black people started having their own beauty pageants and contestants didn't have a true talent, then they would do an interpretive dance. The same interpretive dance has now made its way into a lot of churches under the guise of praise dancing. I must admit, I'm not a fan of praise dancing. For me, it equates to those who weren't talented enough to make the cheerleading squad. So they became members of a pom-pom team. Both cheered the game, but while one is deserving of your attention, the other can happen or not happen, and many won't notice the difference. Hold on, I don't know about this article. Listen. So they saying that praise dancing was for dancers who couldn't really dance. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put the article. I'm gonna put the article in the put the article in the comments, man. Y'all do with it what y'all will. Praise dancing. They was praise dancing. Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. And we're talking about I do my dirt, but I take care of home. All right. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Carrie says, I lived that life. Some family members were doing all kinds of heathenous activities. What makes them heathenous activities? Sorry for not commenting. I'm listening from church. You know what, Annette? Stop. Just stop. Praise. Carrie Rice said, praise dance my ass. I'm done. Carol Chamberlain says, no, I had Prison with HBO. Yeah, Prison was the shit. You can see all of the activities going on at the Spectrum. Prison was the bomb. Prison was the bomb. Ramona Piccolo came through. She says, just like an opinion, everybody don't praise the same way, and they're entitled to that. I agree. Carrie Wright says, in church, they would say, don't dance in the club for the devil. Dance for Jesus. Insert the organ speed. You know what? You going to hell for sure. Just for mentioning that organ, you know, how they raise the what do they call it? Like it's just the organ at that time that yeah, I mean, and then I started to do the other month. Ramona says, everyone don't pray the same way, so why not praise dance? I'm just trying to figure out what a praise dance is. What is a praise dance? What is it? Look like modern dance to me. Look like jazz. It looked like one soul tap short of tap dancing. Praise dance. Anyway, I do my dirt, but I take care of home. Exactly what is doing dirt? Like I said, in a holiness Pentecostal church or any type of Bible Belt, any type of a strictly religious household, doing dirt could be anything that would be described today as just living your life, being free. You know, the rules have changed a lot, rightfully so. You know, we are progressing. So I guess in order to keep people coming to church, the church had to progress too. But when we talk about doing dirt, but taking care of home, we have a lot of disagreement. Well, maybe a lot, maybe not a lot, but we have some disagreement between what doing dirt is and what taking care of home is. I think that doing dirt is anything that makes you feel guilty, like anything that really goes against what your soul feels is right, what your conscience feels is right. But we also know that a lot of times our conscience comes from the way that we were taught. The things that we were taught were right or wrong. Our system of morality as it relates to our upbringing. Our system of morality. Do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts right there. Our system of morality separates us from what is doing dirt and what's not doing dirt. So once you get your system of morality down, your value system, your theories, thoughts, feelings of what's right and what's wrong, once you start going against that and find a way to make going against that original system of morality start to feel comfortable, once you start to make that system feel comfortable for you, then I think that's when you know that you're doing dirt. Now, anybody else can say whatever they want to about it. This is how you personally know if you're doing dirt or not. You underdig, you underfeel what I'm talking about? No, I'm talking about. So that's doing dirt, you know, as a short definition right now. That's what we can work with. When you know that you ain't doing what you have been taught and what you feel inside is the right thing to do, then you're doing dirt. Now, what is taking care of home? Taking care of home, we covered a little bit of that. We didn't cover the whole thing, but taking care of home can mean that you make sure that all the bills are paid and that the home is safe and comfortable. What does comfortable mean? Comfortable is another thing that's relative, another thing that's subjective, another thing that y'all going to have to decide for yourselves. Because what goes on next door on that side and this side is different than what goes on inside here. It's different. It's not the same. But what goes on over there might be all right. What goes on over there might be all right. And both of them might feel like, even though that nigga live alone, yo, I don't think it's all right. It ain't all right. I'm like, I give a fuck. I'm righteous. I'm righteouser than them. Yeah, I'm righteouser than my neighbors. They wrongous. I'm righteous. They leftous. I'm righteous. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Let's hit some bullet points. Can a husband? Nah, fuck that. Well, yeah, a husband or just or an unmarried man who's supposed to be in a committed relationship. Can a man be a cheater and still be a good man? No. Can a man be a cheater and still be a good husband or a good man or boyfriend? Can he? Most people gonna say fuck no. Part of being a husband is practicing fidelity. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, we talked about this a little bit the other day. And evidently in some households, you have sort of a trade-off. So one thing, like, all right, I don't really approve of this shit you doing over here. But as long as we can have all of this over here, all right. I don't like what you doing over here. And what you doing over here ain't right. But as long as what you doing over here don't make me have to explain to people over here, I'm going to look the other way. So if you can't be a cheater and be a good man or a husband, why is it that so many cheaters have died and they wives was crying over that casket like, oh my God. Oh. Was it because the gas bill is going to be hard to pay now? Is it going to be because now we ain't going to be able to have the in-ground pool? Is it because now we going to have to start driving economy sedans instead of luxury coupes? Evidently, they worked something out. So yeah, he did dirt. May have even had other families or other children outside of the marriage or the relationship. She ain't give a fuck. I love that man. Love him to death. And I love him in death. And I love them in life. Let's ask a deeper question. Can a man be a cheater and still be respectful? Yeah, we gonna ask the hard questions today. Can a man be a cheater and still be respectful? Now, I should ask, can a woman be a cheater and still be respectful? But we already know that the answer is yes. We also know that they can be cheaters and be disrespectful. And I be looking like, nigga, you don't see this shit you're doing? So, Emily says this is off topic, but the praise dances they do are the same dances they do in clubs. Yet some people always want to judge when it's done on Saturday night, but turn around and do it on Sunday morning. I ain't gonna front. I have not seen any praise dances that remind me of the club. They remind me of modern dance, but not necessarily hip hop dance, and definitely not, like I ain't seen no twerking in the church or at any of those. Like I've done comedy sets for I've done Christian comedy sets and all of that. And I ain't gonna front, like actually those working clean like that and making jokes about, basically Christian comedy is really just clean comedy, but you just infuse some of the things some of the funny things that you see with going on with church people, you know what I mean? Actually, those were some of the most fun shows that I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a good time, mimicking those mimes and shit. because they are the worst. I can deal with some praise dancing, but them goddamn mimes, they gotta go. You are not miming for the Lord. You are not miming for the Lord. I don't care what you say. You cannot be a church mime or Christian mime and be a good man. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. You can sell all the drugs you want. You can still be a good man, good father, good husband. But you cannot be a mime and and expect to get into heaven. All right, anyway. Carrie Wright says, Emily, they twerking the praise dances now? Like, I ain't seen that. I ain't going front. I ain't seen it. Emily says, they came up with it when the holier than thou people needed an excuse to do what they supposedly talked about. Booty clapping for the apostle Clementine. Where do you come up with these damn Apostle Clementine? No. Clementine. Is that an orange? Like a tangerine? Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Clementine. Emily says that they be doing the most. I don't know. Them church, them let me find out them southern churches then went off the rails. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? Even if y'all enjoying the show, whatever, don't forget to hit the like button. Please, you know what I mean? Represent for the God. Please. We need that. And then David says they're talking about infidelity in church today. Wow. You really are in church? Good Lord. Praise Lord. Carol Chamberlain says, wow, Annette, but it must be bespoken about, I guess. Carrie Wright says, Omar, I tried the cheater husband thing. It doesn't work. Yeah. It may not have worked because it wasn't for you. And other people may have looked at that thing and they said it didn't work, period. Like, what are y'all doing? For somebody out there, it may work a little better. And maybe it doesn't work perfectly for anybody. Maybe it just works better for some people than it does for other people. This shit is kind of like Vienna sausages or liver. Everybody can't eat that shit. Yet everybody talking about, you know, you got to know how to cook it. The fuck out of here. At the same time, this shit is like, it's like Vienna sausages. It's like liver. It's like cantaloupe and honeydew. Cantaloupe and honeydew are both melons. But you either love the shit or you can't stand it. You know, like the Chinese people be selling the fruit salads and they try to load your shit up with honeydew and cantaloupe. I'd be like, don't put none of that shit in my fruit salad. None. All right, so they try to load it up with watermelon. I'm like, all right, but make sure, don't put no seedless watermelon in my shit. And they like, but what do you want in your fruit salad? I said I want everything that's natural. So you could put that watermelon in there. Don't even put none of them seedless grapes in there. I don't want no white grapes in my shit. You ain't got no globe grapes. You ain't got no globe grapes and shit with the seed. And let me open up one of them shit. Let me see. Okay, seed in that bitch. All right, so that's what we got. It's fruit salad, pineapple, and globe grapes. Fuck it. But that's what it is. It ain't for everybody. Honeydew, cantaloupe, liver, Vienna sausages. I never forget. How many years ago was it? It was about 4 or 5 years ago. Y'all know my daughter come down every summer and shit, spend the summer with me. And you know, my mom eat pork, all those shit. She gave my daughter Vienna sausages and she liked them. I was like, oh my God, my mom done corrupted my child. Like, of all things. And I'm looking at my baby like, yo, you ate that shit? Yo, you can't let your grandmother put anything in your mouth. She was like, but Dad, they was good. I'm ready to go get a stomach pumped. But like I said, it don't work for everybody. It's not good for everybody. Carol says, how about the wife is crying and the mistress show up at the funeral? Shaking my head. I've seen it. Yeah. And they was both crying. Motherfuckers fighting over the casket. Fuck is you? Don't worry about it. Lord, take me. I'm not trying to glorify or minimize the effects of infidelity. Not at all. But what we're talking about is I do my dirt, but I take care of home. And I doubt if you gonna be if anybody's gonna be crying over a casket of somebody who wasn't taking care of home in some kind of way. It may not have been your way or my way, but it was their way and it was good enough. It was good enough. Now we know that people show out at a funeral. So let's talk about things outside of a funeral. Let's talk about real life. The life before the death. I don't want to talk about death anyway. Sorry I brought it up. Carrie Wright says he can be a cheater and be respectful, but not most times because a lot of men are ego driven and it shows when he's cheating. I agree. That's sloppy shit. And I've seen it done on the male side and the female side. When men cheat though, and I'm not glorifying men that cheat, but when men cheat, they normally cheating because that's what they do. A lot of times when I've seen women cheat, they're cheating on some revenge shit, even if the man hasn't done anything to them. So I've seen women more trifling when they cheat. No, I'm not gonna say more. I haven't seen them be more trifling. No, I'm not gonna say that. I can't say that. I got to back up out of that one. But I've seen them be mad trifling. Like they wanted their nigga to know, like, yeah, the man that I really love is better than you. So I'm going to treat you like straight shit. And my boyfriend gets all the love. Now, the question is, were you taking care of home? That doesn't sound like taking care of home to me. Taking care of home to me means that you are making sure that the financial responsibilities are taken care of, and you're also making sure that the emotional responsibilities are taken care of. So I know that you can be I know that you can be a crappy husband, but still be a good father. But a lot of people question that. A lot of people say, no, you can't. How you going, especially if you have daughters, how you going to treat the mom like shit and set a decent example for the daughters or the sons? Because you showing the sons how to be a bad dad or how to be a bad husband. How's that being respectful? How is that doing anything good? And you showing the daughters what kind of bullshit that they should accept from a man. And I'm like, well, maybe you should take your ego out of it, shorty, because you're trying to tell me that, first of all, every man that has children is not your man. So you and your children's father may be separated. Y'all may be divorced, or y'all may not be together anymore, whatever the case may be. Y'all may be at each other's necks. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't set a decent example for his children. It doesn't mean that he doesn't take care of them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't show them things, provide for them. It doesn't mean that he doesn't raise them in a way that is conducive to their success. It doesn't mean that at all. You mad because he ain't treating you like a queen. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes our king and queen status get demoted to prince and princess. Sometimes we even got to go lower than that and be a duke and duchess. Sometimes we just lucky to be inside the castle because we the jester, the royal fool. It be like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, our ego gets caught up in a whole lot of things. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be challenging to be a bad husband or a bad boyfriend or whatever, and still find a way to raise your children in a productive way, in a way that they will be well adjusted. I'm not saying that it won't be a challenge, but shit, in two-parent families with the mom and the dad really love each other, it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge to be able to raise your children and make the and see to it that they're well adjusted. What is well adjusted? That's another thing that's subjective. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, there's just some things that I have seen. There's some things that I've seen. I've seen men who were drug dealers out there 1 foot all the way in the street. All the way in the street. Meanwhile, they still brought their ass home every night and made sure that they checked homework and shit. Yeah, it sounds crazy. Like, ain't no way. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I happen to have an example that's pretty close to me right now. So we're gonna talk about speaking truth to power. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know? So I do my dirt, but I take care of home. But what is taking care of home? What is taking care of home? I do my dirt, but I take care of home. I take care of home. I do my dirt, but I take care of home. Thanks for sharing the show, y'all. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. While we trying to build this movement, we need every brick in place. All the bricks, all the mortar, all the mortar, all the bricks, all the bricks, all the mortar, all the mortar, all the bricks, all the bricks, all the mortar, all the mortar, one brick on top of the other. Some of the bricks gotta go on the side. I said one brick on top of the other with the mortar, and some gotta go on the side. We build this house with pride. Make sure that it's a hard house, and inside it's a house full of love, and make sure that we rise above. That's word. A house full of love, and make sure that we rise above. A hand in glove. Sadly, some women. Wait a minute. Whoa. Sadly, some women. This is what Carol Chamberlain is saying. Sadly, some women do just that. They do extra for the outside man. See, I'm at least Carol. At least you didn't front like women don't be doing that shit. No. Yes, they do, and they trifling as fuck. Trifling. What you doing? Like, listen, man. I don't see how you can lay down with a nigga you will not let touch you. You ain't had sex with your man in 6 months, a whole year, 18 months, and you counting. I've heard women that keep count. I worked with this one girl. She was trifling as fuck. She used to just, first of all, she ate all the time. And I don't know about y'all, but something irks me about when I'm at work and somebody is always stuffing their face. She was hungry all the fucking time. She was always eating. And when she wasn't eating, she was always telling me, I'm hungry. Big John, dude. Big John, too. Tall, like 6 feet. Yeah, I mean, but she bragged to me that she hadn't had sex with her husband, who she lives with, for a year and a half. And she broke it down to the month. And I was like, you haven't had sex with your husband in over a year and a half? I think she said like 17 months, some shit like that. And I was like, why the fuck you telling me? Because I'm looking at you mad sideways and directly at the same time. I'm giving her the. And at the same time, I'm giving her the. What's impressive about that? Like, granted, you're not even a live joint. So I asked, I said, well, you think he ain't getting something? She was like, well, if he is getting something, he ain't getting it from me, though. I ain't even want to ask her because it was at work. Any other place I would ask. Are you saying you haven't had sex in 17 months? You ain't gonna have me all up at HR on some dumb shit. Nope. I zipped it. Straight put the button on it. As I'm thinking to myself, I use a bum John. I use a bum John. Use a bum John. Use a worthless ass John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Some I don't want none John. Bum John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. What kind of wife are you? Use a bum John. Use a bum John. I hope you got a Muslim marriage and you're not really married. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Use a nut ass fronting John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Talk to a nigga like me about your husband. What's going on? Bum John. Use a bum John. Use a bum ass John. Whack as hell. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. Eat another Twinkie sandwich. What the fuck is wrong with you? Use a bum John. Use a bum ass John. Use a bum John. Use a bum ass John. Use a bum John. Use a bum John. What the hell is going on in your house? Not my business though. But since you offered, it is what it is. It is what it is. You think it won't when it whiz. Carrie Wright said, agreed. Decent example. The mom and dad relationship is on a different level than the dad and child. Some separate the two successfully. See, a lot of times we speak from the position of our feelings, which is natural. That's a natural thing to do. It's a natural thing to do. You know, I mean, how you going to just take your feelings all the way out of your daily activities? It's only right that you should speak from an emotional standpoint on a lot of things. But all the things, I don't know, slow down. All the things, I ain't trying to hear that. All the things, wait, watch your step. Because it ain't always all about us. But can you do your dirt and still take care of home? That's the question, right? Said, can you do your dirt out in the street and still be a good family man? I said, can you do your dirt out in the world and still hold it down like you were still? I said, can you do your dirt out there? I said, can you do your dirt out there? I said, can you do your dirt out there and still take care of home like you really care? So I guess what we're getting out of this is sometimes you can. Well, we've seen examples where you can. We've seen some examples where I don't know. You know, that might be a toughie. It might be a toughie. You know. But still, probabilities and possibilities abound. Probabilities and possibilities abound. Okay. Carrie Wright says, I've seen drug dealers be at the PTA meetings, PTA meeting, a father-daughter dances and such, at father-daughter dances and such, still doing major dirt, but still doing right by his family. When we say doing major dirt, what exactly are we talking about? Because major dirt to some people is just selling drugs alone. Like, you're out there poisoning your community. As y'all know, I don't subscribe to that kind of thinking. To me, doing dirt would be more than just breaking the law, because I don't have respect for all laws. But doing dirt, to me, might be you're killing people. The violence associated with drugs is what I have a problem with. So you out there hurting people, shooting people, you know, making communities unsafe. That's the problem that I have with drugs. If I have a problem with any drugs, because in my opinion, selling drugs is about making money, and using drugs is about depression. But it's a choice. I've never seen no drug dealers push no drugs on anybody. Them drugs be selling themselves, especially weed. You would have a harder time talking somebody out of smoking some weed. Yo, you got the good shit. You got the chronic. You got the hydro. You got it cheap in the jar. You got a jar. You got the purple, baby. You got the strawberry. Oh, what? Oh, you got the blueberry. You got blueberry weed. You got the blueberry weed, and it's what I need. And $50 for that jar. Oh yeah, strawberry weed is what I need. Yo, $50 for that jar. Oh yeah, got the hydro. Got the hydro. I got the blueberry. I got the blueberry chocolate. You got the blueberry chocolate. You got the blueberry past the loud. You got the loud. Got the. Of course, people gonna be like, but wait, weed ain't drugs. Boy, okay, they ain't drugs. So what you paying for? What you paying for? And it says Taki. Oh, are they Taki? Are they really successfully separated? Kids are very smart, and just maybe they are playing their part because that's all they can do. Separate the two types of relationships successfully. Emily says, Taki, I knew what you meant. However, children may seem like they are not affected, but really they are very much affected by what's going on with the parents. Every parent of every house, all parents of every household are not together. You got to eat that. Or you know, get into one of those we staying together for the kids type of situations. Come on, man, we know what that's about. That works like a broken watch. Parenting is more than just the image. Parenting, is something that you have to be proactive about. You have to be able to identify holes and problems and pitfalls and devise a plan to be able to get past those things, because that's what life is about. Everything in your life is not going to be picture perfect. And unfortunately, many of us are only concerned about the image, which is the picture, which is the perfect picture. So we care about the candy paint on that car, but we don't give a fuck about the fact that the shit is barely running because the engine ain't shit. But it's pretty though. As long as I keep my car parked, everybody gonna love me. Carrie Wright says, okay, now I'm curious as to why she hadn't had sex with him in 17 months. All I know is that they were active man and woman. They were active husband and wife. And she did share with me that when she wasn't working, that he was holding it down for her. She always said that even if I get fired or whatever, you know, I got a husband, so I'll be all right. You mean the same nigga you ain't fucking in the last 17 months? And he holding you down? Oh, wait a minute though. And I'm not, right-handed guy, she said that she don't blow him. She said ain't none of that going on. She said, right-handed guy, that she said no, she don't, he ain't never getting that. I was like, okay. I'm like, the nerve of you not blowing somebody. And she was a Scorpio. was like, you a what? This was Scorpio. Like, you must be one of them October Scorpios. Actually, that's no excuse. That's no excuse. I was like, what kind of Scorpio don't? Annette says, so when you're not talking about you, when people cheat, why do they get mad at the person they're cheating on? Why do they get mad with the person that they're cheating on? I mean, in what situation? Like, they could be mad for a variety of reasons. I would have to know more about, like, get mad. I don't know. So when you're not talking about you, when people cheat, why do they get mad at the person they're cheating on? Well, people, one thing that I think cheaters and non-cheaters have in common when they are together is that they're both unhappy. They're unhappy for different reasons, but one is just scrupulous and one is unscrupulous, I guess. Now, you might be a cheater and you might be abusive, which kind of takes away the argument that you're taking care of home. Because I don't know if you're taking care of home. Now, shout out to my people who believe that taking care of home just means making sure that the bills are paid and that the money is flowing. Because there are a lot of people there. Let's not front. Y'all know a lot of people who believe that as long as you take care of financial concerns at the crib, then you're taking care of home. You can't be out there making babies and having extramarital affairs and be late on the light bill. If we got to go get gallons of water from the market because you ain't paid a damn water bill, now we got a problem. Not being able to wash your ass is very serious. It's not something to play around with. It's very, very serious. Extremely serious. Not even joking. Word up. So some people believe that that's all you have to do. And more than likely, they're the same type of people who believe that, who think or feel or believe that as long as they have money to go shopping and keep their bills current, then all is well with the world. But you know what that means? Well, I'll tell you what it means to me. When people believe that the money will make everything in their lives right, it means that, to me, that they have lost faith that they can make anything else in the world right. Like, I can't make people love me. I can't make myself love others. I can't make myself happy. But I can participate in some retail therapy. So retail therapy. You know? So being violent and going crazy on, making life hard or unbearable or sad for the people that you love, that doesn't sound like taking care of home to me. Not my definition. Not for me. Not for mine. Okay, right, says, note to self, Omar knows all the different names for weed. I listen to a lot of rap music, or I have in my day. An awful lot of hip hop. They will teach you about all kinds of kush. Hip hoppers love different strands of weed with excessive THC. THC high in the motherfucker, like, yo, This is some strong weed. Extremely high levels of THC. I don't smoke weed, but shit, I just pay attention. Emily says, I don't eat Vienna sausages either. Good. Emily says, then my cousin eats the Vienna sausages in a sandwich. Double ew word. That shit's disgusting. And that says, I was just asking because you have said men cheat because they do, and that it had nothing to do with being happy. It doesn't. Wait. No. That's not what I said. What I've said consistently over the years is people who cheat. They don't cheat because somebody is not doing something at home. Like, in other words, you know how people say, I wouldn't have to cheat if such and such would do this. I wouldn't have to cheat if such and such would do that. I wouldn't have to cheat if she would cook. I wouldn't have to cheat if she learned how to suck dick. I wouldn't have to cheat. She would have some good ass. I wouldn't have to cheat. If she took care of the kids, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she gave me a hug, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she finally slapped the knob, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she was half a decent woman, I wouldn't have to cheat. If she was something else, I wouldn't have to cheat. 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 If she was just a better woman, wouldn't have to cheat. That's a cop out. That's a sellout. It doesn't mean that he's unhappy. It means that he made poor choices. One of the poor choices that he made is not taking any accountability for his actions. Cheaters cheating. People who don't cheat don't cheat. They don't make excuses for cheating. You know, you have the people who says, well, you know, you can be pushed into the arms of another man. You can be pushed into the arms of another woman. Well, people who don't cheat can't be. Unfortunately, people who don't cheat, they just stay home and suffer. That's just the reality. People who don't cheat stay in relationships longer and they just deal with the suffering. They don't even fucking break up with people. They just stay home and complain. That's the choice. I'm not saying that they should go out and cheat, but at least relieve yourself if you are aware of a situation that's making you happy. But that's no different than if your man or your woman wasn't cheating on you, but they were doing other things that really got on your nerves, got under your skin and made you unhappy. Nobody deserves to be unhappy at the hands of others deliberately. Everybody deserves the chance to be happy. But I do believe that cheaters and non-cheaters are unhappy in the relationship that they're in. But no, I don't subscribe to that cop out that they only, you know, they cheating because something that somebody did. Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. To me, it's bullshit. Emily says, Annette, most men think that they still have to prove something to their boys or homies, so they fuck up their relationships. Yeah, maybe when you like 19, anywhere between 16 and 29. Like, who the fuck? After a certain age, you start getting ass because you like ass. After a certain age, it ain't about your boy. Fuck. Just like women don't share when they get in a good pipe. You know, when y'all young and don't understand that your girlfriends will come right behind you and ride or suck the pipe that you was bragging about. So y'all stop talking about how good the pipe is. Y'all just be like, yeah, you know, he's a good man, and you know, he's very attentive. He's a good lover, you know, nothing to write home about, but you know, the entire package is good. That's different than when you was like, oh my God, this nigga, oh my God, he got a dick this big. Oh my God, he be killing. Ooh. Oh my God, and he a freak. He's told me shit that I think is illegal in at least 49 states. Stop doing that shit. Because you realize that she would come right in the back door. Men do the same shit. Be like, oh my God, man. Oh my God, she be. Nigga, it used to take me at least 5 minutes to nut. She be getting that shit off in 45 seconds. I timed it. Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And then she got right back on it. I didn't even have a chance. No time. Excuse me. No time for delay. You know, no refractory period. She was right back at it. And I was right back at it. She had me proud of myself. Like, look at you. No downtime for you. No recess. Because he know his man. Like, all right. Oh, shoot. His man going, try to get at her before they get serious. You got to be a dumbass man to tell another man what your wife do or what your wifey do. Because there's a difference between a wife and a wifey. A wifey is an unwed good girlfriend. Wife needs no explanation. A wife is not a wifey. If you have a marriage license and all that, if you legally married and your man call you wifey, he just dissed you. Straight lace. Which is different from hubby, because hubby really is husband. It's different. You could be wifey for a lifetime, and you can also be wife for a lifetime. So I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it, and at the same time, to me at least, it's kind of simple. Ain't all that hard. It ain't all that hard. It ain't all that hard. Look at this. Look at this headline. Landlord offers woman lower rent if she sends him boob pics every month. How is that news? That's a daily operation. Let me ask y'all something, ladies. Would you still pay rent to a man? No, let me not influence you. Would you pay rent to a man that you was fucking? Simple and plain. If you were involved sexually with a man, would you pay him rent? I just want to know. I just want to know. I was a landlord for 17 years straight. And one thing that I became very, very aware of is if you get asked from one of your tenants, your rent is paid. You might as well just write her out a receipt for the next however long she decides to stay there. Six months, 12 months. And don't let your dumb ass be married. You thought it was cool. Like, yo, I went to go get the rent from Shorty. You know what I mean? She had fat ass, big titties and all of that shit. You know what I mean? She took me in there, you know. Oof. I love going to go get that rent. What rent? Nigga, you ain't getting paid. You just received your last payment. And don't let your wife be involved in your real estate endeavors, your business. Like, well, how come such and such this address hasn't paid in this long, and yet we haven't started eviction proceedings? I thought we sold that house. I'm gonna go over there and find out what's going on. Shit. Giving no damn move. Annette Davis says it depends on the arrangement at move-in. Annette, you are a different breed. Remember in 2005 when Terrell Owens, who was playing for the Eagles, he said that he had outperformed his contract. We need to rip that thing up and get a new one. Yeah, that's what most women are going to do when the landlord decides that he wants to make he wants to accept a pussy payment. Yeah. Yeah, well, that lease, fuck that lease. We got a different lease because this ass worth way more than $700 a month. Plus, you're coming over here multiple times. Nigga, I'm giving you a discount. You need to give me a refund. By the looks of things, you owe me about $1,400. By the looks of things, it looks like you owe me about $1,400. Plus the cost of 4 chicken platters. You came over here 4 Fridays. You came over here 4 Fridays, and I had a chicken platter, 6 wings, green beans, and macaroni and cheese. And you got some ass. And chicken platters was $10 each. $1,440. I better get my money, or your wife getting a call. Come again. Literally. Come again. Can you do your dirt in the streets and still take care of home? I do my dirt in the streets, but I still take care of home, because that's the kind of man I am. I do my dirt in the streets, but I still take care of home, because that's the kind of man I am. I do my dirt in the streets, but I still take care of home. That's the kind of man I am. I said, do my dirt in the streets, but I still take care of home, because that's the kind of man I am. 319-527-6199. That's a number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, yo. I said 319-527-6199. Yo, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yo, get your shine, baby. Press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak. And then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. You can rock on it, do the damn thing. And then David says, I do remember that. I do remember that. You remember that? Gary Wright says, no, not the chicken platters. Yeah. She had that nigga. He came over on Fridays. She had that nigga bath water drawn. She had the chicken fried with the green beans or the collard greens and the baked macaroni and cheese. And this nigga talking about rent. Nigga, come over here with that money. It's Friday. I know you just got paid. You need to bring the rent to me. Because this ass is more than $700 ass. This ass got a G with class. This ass worth more than $700. This is G ass. This is G ass. This is fur ass. This is first class ass. This is coupe ass. This is brand new coupe ass. Fuck you think this is? This is good ass. Top quality ass. This is grade A. FDA ass. This is USDA ass. This is the best ass. This is prime rib ass. This is rib tips ass. This is rib eye ass. This is top sirloin ass. This is Del Frisco's ass. Think this is. This is Ruth Chris ass. Fuck you think this is. This is Morton's ass. Fuck you think this is. Stop playing with. Fuck you think this is, Nick. T. Carey Wright says, ain't no ass worth 1440. Tell the nigga who getting that Vienna sausage ass at home. Tell him that shit. Sometimes you marry a good girl, not because of the sex, because you felt like it was the right thing to do. Grew up in a holiness Pentecostal home. You ain't think it was a good idea. You ain't think it was right to marry a woman who was good in the bed. Find yourself a good, godly wife. Never said that you had to get a godly girlfriend, though. She could be nasty as she want to be. Like she was in the old Luke videos. Move something, move something, move something, move something. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. Please excuse me. Please pardon my candor. Please. I said, please. Sorry. I realize this is not the daily go get him show. This urban therapy with something, but it is what it is. I do my dirt, but I take care of home too. Do my dirt, but I take care of home too. Do my dirt, but I take care of home too. Do my dirt, but I take care of home too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. So we about to get on about it here, y'all. Man, I appreciate y'all coming through today. I like this show today. It was good. And then David says he better take this fish platter and call it a day. T. Carey Wright says, however, I've had some Del Frisco's D. Only Del Frisco's is not 1440. Well, remember, she felt like it was 700 every time.
90 seconds.
Every time. So she gave him a discount. It would have been $2,800. But it was only 14. Plus those four chicken platters, $10. You know, the chicken platters they sell at the local bar. You know what I mean? Elsie is cooking, you know. Elsie is cooking down at the bar. One of Elsie platters.
60 seconds.
Get one of Elsie platters. You know, Elsie be burning down there. Elsie is a barmaid, but on the weekends, she make the platters. No, she's not a bartender. She's a barmaid. Bartenders can't cook. Barmaids have all kinds of skills. You know, barmaids, they pour freehand. Bartenders got that little measuring thing. Barmaids ain't took near air a bartending class, but they know how to make every drink that you want especially those local hood drinks. The local hood drinks. Yeah, let me get a tropical itch. Let me have a crazy motherfucker or a smooth bitch. Yeah. Bartender can't make that shit. Barmaid can.
Here are the top search results.
Now chill up. Barmaid. Cooking. Cooking. Let's get on up out of here, y'all. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Get on up out of here. Let's do these birthday shout outs and let's let's move this show on the road. All righty then. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 23rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. Laylee Scott turning 45 years old today. Laylee, she said, bow, 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 bow. What's up now? 45 years old now. And Destiny P. Collins turning 33 years old today. And Linda Guzman Thomas, happy birthday to you. And J Music Guru Burnett. And also Kendall Fuller, happy birthday to you. And Dave Roberson, my man, I'm going all the way back to 1991. Man, my man Dave Roberson, happy birthday to you. And Stephanie Williams, happy birthday to you. Stephanie. And Aaron Sutton, turning 35 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Victoria Guy Pereira, turning 48 years old today. Turning. And my auntie Tina Neal, I said my auntie Tina Neal, Now, y'all remember my auntie said that her birthday was yesterday, too. And then she was turning 22. Peace to my auntie Tina Neal. I said, peace to my auntie Tina Neal. I said, peace to my auntie Tina Neal. Turning 22, 72. Tell me how you feel. I said, peace to my auntie Tina Neal. I said, peace to my auntie Tina Neal. I said, peace to my auntie Tina Neal. 22, 72. Yo, tell me how you feel. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday with this glorious February 23rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on, do the damn, the rock out, rock on, and do the damn, rock out, rock on, and do the damn thing, and do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings, you do your thing. Y'all represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait, and the great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait. I said, great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait. I said, great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait. I said, great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who great. I said, great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait. I said, great things happen to those who grind. I said, good things happen to those who wait. I said, great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen. I said, listen. Doing your dirt out in the streets, doing your dirt, but still being a good family man. Is it true? Is it real? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it true? Is it real? Know what I'm talking about. Is it true? Is it real? Know what I'm talking about. Well, to some of us, it may be a possibility or a probability, and for many of us, we say no. One thing has to go with the other. You have to be you. Watch this over me. God loves me and he watches over me. God loves me and he watches over me. God loves me and he watches over me. Keep your eyes on the sparrow, baby. Do your thing, man. At the end of the day, you're gonna do what's best for you. What works in my home may not work in your home. What I eat don't make you shit, and vice versa. But I think that there's something that needs to be said about when you do the right thing. When you do the right thing and you can feel that thing. When you do the right thing, you can feel that thing. We will be back at y'all tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock for another Urban Therapy with Sun show. Actually, no, Urban Therapy with Sun show is only on Sundays. Tomorrow for the Daily Go Get Mism show. If you haven't pushed the like button, please push the like button. If you haven't pushed the like button, if you haven't pushed the like button, please push the like button. We over here and we here to stay. And I want to thank everybody for coming through, and rocking out with the Urban Therapy with Sun show and the Daily Go Get Mism show. Appreciate it. Please share the show if you haven't shared the show thus far. You can still share the Facebook, any of your other social media that will accept that sharing. But we're here to stay, and we're gonna make it happen over here. So, like I said, peace to my day ones, my everydays, and my brand new back. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to share to your groups, and don't forget to tell everybody that you loved it, and don't forget to perform like a troop. All I do is think of you every night. That's all I do. Peace, y'all.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Peace, y'all.